Okay, it's Friday, April 18th, 2025. I am at Nilan Reservoir, just beyond Augusta in Montana. This is an irrigation reservoir that I regularly fish early in the season. This is my first trip here in 2 years. The lake iced out about a month ago, and like I said, it's the first time I fished it this year. It's low, it's drawn down because runoff hasn't started yet. And this lake, it has rainbows and browns. The rainbows, they stock as fingerlings, and they stock two types in here. They stock Eagle Lake rainbows, and then they also stock Arlees, which are Montana's version of a coastal rainbow trout, and that's what's in here. This reservoir can produce very nice fish. Most of the fish that I catch in here are two to 4, maybe even 5 pounds. It's pretty good. What I don't know about today, conditions look to be almost ideal. The lake, because it's been iced out long enough, it should be past spring turnover. I don't see anything floating in the water. Not that I'm hedging my bets here, but the only bad thing is we've had a storm system, not a big one, but enough of one that's come through here the past couple of days. We had snow, a little bit of snow Wednesday night and then yesterday morning, and it's cleared out, and so I don't know what to expect. A lot of it is really depending on the barometric pressure, and we'll see. I don't see any fish activity. It's maybe a little early for chironomids yet. I don't know, but it's still fairly early. It's only 10 o'clock, so it may pick. Usually this time of year, if you do see some midge hatches and fish keying in on them, it's going to be around probably 11 o'clock or 11:30, depending on water temps and things like that. So I got the tube, and I've got a this is a brand new rod. It's a Orvis Recon. It's a 10-foot 7-weight. I've been using a lot of 6-weights, and I wanted a 7-weight for lakes and breezy conditions. So this is an Orvis Recon 10-foot 7-weight. The line I'm using this morning is I'm using it's an Airflow. It's a 3.5-foot midge tip. So it's a floating line with a 3.5-foot intermediate sink tip on it. And it's basically Airflow's version of the legendary Rio midge tip. And so I have that on. I have about a 14-foot leader, and the point fly there, if you can see it, it's a record seal bugger. This one's tied in Canadian brown, and that's the point fly. And then up here, gotta find it, and then gotta see if I can. There we go. All right, so what we've got here, there we go. So that's one of Phil Rowley's. That's his Clearwater pupa, and the version I've tied, it's not something that he normally ties. I'm tying the zucchini version, which uses holographic black Flashaboo, and then for the wing cases on the side, I think I'm just using Pearl Mylar. So, and it's about 5 feet down from the end of the fly line. So I've got one fly for the upper column of the water, and then one for the point fly. The point fly is a weighted seal bugger, and I should be able, with the sink tip, I should be able to get down at least, 12, 13, 14 feet. So anyway, time to get in the water. Weather-wise and comfort-wise, it's looking like a nice day. The lake's low. So I hope to catch some fish out of here. We'll see. All right, I'm just getting into the water here. I don't know, my fish finder here is showing me, saying that the water temp's about 48 degrees, which for this time of year would be very ideal. So what I'm going to do here to start off with is I'm going to target about 8 to 11 feet of water. That's where I think these fish will be. And so I'm going to target about that. I'm going to target about 8 to 11 feet of water. Right now it's showing me, it drops off pretty steep here, more than I would have thought. And I'm in about 12 feet of water, 11 to 12 feet of water. So what I'm doing here, I've never fished this far west on this reservoir. Usually I'm up a couple hundred yards. This was easy access, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head, well, this is showing a fish there. That's interesting. So what I'm doing is I'm going to head towards, there's a couple of little bays up here that I've always done very, very well in here. So that's the plan. Yeah, the water temperature still dropping a little. Looks like it's around 47 degrees. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. Hopefully these fish, the fishing activity will pick up. It may really need another day or two. It depends. A lot of it seems to depend on how low the barometric pressure dropped when the front came through, and then what it's doing now. And you know, generally there's a lot of theories on this. They don't really understand why, but in general, if it stays above about 29.75, you're probably okay. Fishing in a falling barometer for stillwater trout is really good. That's the best case. A steady high pressure is the next best case, and then when you get into low barometric pressure and rising barometric pressure after a storm, those are the two worst cases. So we'll see what happens here. So more to come. Well, I've been in the water for about 30 minutes. There's some action here. I've missed two of them right here in the last 15 minutes, right off this point here. Yeah, so the hooking's not so good, but they are striking, and the fish finder, I'm seeing fish in anywhere from 5 to 10 feet down, so that's kind of a good sign. Just be nice if I can get one in here. So what I'm doing with the sink tip, I'm straight line nymphing. So I've got these two nymphs on, and this sink tip, and just making a long cast. And I'm letting it, I'm basically letting it sink for about 30 to 40 seconds, and then either a very, very, very slow retrieve, or the other thing I'm trying to do is trying to get in position in this bay here, and so I'm trolling a little bit, and both of these fish been right in here that have hit me, so hopefully I can get one to the net here. So I just cast it out here, and I was letting it do its sink, 30 to 40 second sink, and something grabbed it. A fish grabbed it, and he looks to be a decent sized fish. He looks to be a couple of pounds. So just so you know, there's more to the straight line nymphing than a lot of people think. But one of the things that I've learned from some of my friends over in the UK with stillwater fly fishing is, if you can get the fly either, oh yeah, he's a nice fish. If you can get the fly to do a slow sink, and a slow sink with, you know, the line combination you're using and the line combination you're using and the weight of the fly and the weight of the nymphs, that can be really deadly. A slow sink, a very, very slow sink through the water column can be a big deal. And it can be. So this looks like to be a decent fish. Let's get the net out here, see if he's ready to come in. Doesn't appear to be. It's a nice fish. He's trying to get me down in these rocks, which is never a good thing. So the trick with this is horsing him without horsing too much, you know. So we're about 45 degrees. These fish, yeah, these fish, they're going to be in feeding mode after a long winter like this. So, and these, you know, and these fish, they're stocked as fingerlings, so they grow and they behave as wild fish. Okay, so he hit the leech. He hit the seal bugger. He is just not ready to, well, he's really, wow, this is a nice fish. So I just got to be patient. I'm not very patient when I'm fighting fish. He's not the biggest fish. Boy, he's strong. All right, we're starting to get tired here a little bit, I think. Oh yeah, he's a nice fish. Real pretty. Let's see if we can get him to the net here. Bingo! Got him. All right. Very nice. All right. This appears to be an Eagle Lake, and I know that because of the, this appears to be an Eagle Lake rainbow. And, oh boy. Oh good, 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 good. There we go. So, I'll keep him in the water here, but yeah, so So this appears to be an Eagle Lake rainbow, and the way I know that is you can see these white fins. He's got white tips on the fins, and that's characteristic of an Eagle Lake rainbow. Yeah, very nice fish, quite plump, very fat, and this lake produces these kind of fish. Yeah. All right, he needs to go back in the water here. I'd like to show him too if I can, but oh yeah, he's big fish. There you go. Well, yep. So I thought I had another fish. I've got real problems here. So I've hooked, I don't know what happened. I hooked, I don't know if it's some kind of duck or a merganser. You can see him out there. He's hooked. I've got him hooked, and I've never had this happen. I've been in 30 years of fishing. I have never ever had this happen. So I'm back in the water after that debacle. What I ended up doing is I ended up cutting the line just below the top dropper. So I was able to salvage the top dropper, but I lost my the seal bugger I was using. So I just re-rigged, and I changed the dropper to an olive apps worm. So I had good success with that in the spring last year, so we're going to try that and go from there. Looks like I heard some noise, so I think I've got some company, so more to come.